Migrants and Refugees Unit of the Department of Church and Society, Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria, has organized a Migration and Counter Trafficking in Persons Forum. The event, which was in collaboration with the Justice, Development and Peace Commission (JDPC) Abuja, was aimed at commemorating the 2023 International Migrants Day. The event took place at the Resource Center of the Secretariat. It had the theme, honoring the contributions of migrants and respecting their rights, understanding the dynamics of human trafficking. Sitivistoni Abba sent in the report.
The need to harness the potentials of migrants for development in their host communities was the crux of this gathering, organized by the newly established Refugee and Migrant Unit under the Church and Society Department of Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria, CSN.
But this engagement has taken on an even greater urgency in the light of present realities. The tune to international news stations, migration is always a feature. And just last week, it was said in the United Kingdom, this is the second most urgent topic of discussion in the United Kingdom behind the economy.
And if that is the case, the Pope says we must pay attention and give pastoral care. And the giving of this pastoral care is to be able to acknowledge, protect, and champion the rights of people who move from one place to the other.
This time, the unit is collaborating with Justice, Development and Peace Commission (JDPC) of Abuja Archdiocese to celebrate the 2023 International Migrants Day and to create awareness on the dangers of irregular migration.
We're happy to be here. I bring you warm greetings from our Chief of Party of Scale Palladium, with sincere regards. And for us, any forum like this that will help to advance and share learning is something that is very important for us. The focus for our project that is supported by the US government is actually human trafficking. But these social problems are not discussed in isolation. So as we talk of human trafficking, we're also looking at migration, we're also looking at smuggling. And I think the bottom line of it is that a lot of people have been predisposed to exploitation on a daily basis. And that's the concern for us all.
Just have a little thin line between migration and trafficking in person. And that thin line is exploitation. People don't know that when a migrant is become exploited, it has changed the program of that person to trafficking in person. There are some people left Nigeria today as an economic migrants with hope to go and make money outside Nigeria, and they end up being exploited.
This morning, I want to acknowledge everyone's presence today, and it will be my pleasure to have all of us contribute, because no information is always waste. We can in the future use any of the contributions from all the participants seated here to change the lives of other refugees and to better our impact and our contributions to the economy and welfare of Nigeria.
Yes, from the cluster group, we have HJDP, that is Health, Justice, Development and Peace Initiative. This issue of migration, like our brother from the NACTIV said, that thin line with counter trafficking in person. I will just pray that at the end of today, we too will learn, expand our scope, and partner with the organizations to see that we can achieve success at the end of the day.
With the theme honoring the contribution of migrants and respecting their rights, understanding the dynamics of human trafficking, the event was another opportunity for stakeholders to deliberate on issues of migration, trafficking in person, and human rights.
Part of the good things about migration is that when you migrate, you can bring wealth from another part of the world to another part. And while there you can contribute to development generally. And when you migrate, you are exposed to greater knowledge and greater vision. It's fantastic, and you have to also bolster the economy and well-being of the place you are migrating to. So, which is good. It's even better when you migrate and you develop and you come down from there. Look at what Indians who migrated have done to their country, India. Even Nigerians, how much of the GDP we contribute, Nigerians who migrate, they contribute to billions of dollars from Nigerians who have migrated. So that is good. But you also saw the good side of it. And the ugly side of it you have seen. Terrible at times. Horrible. Particularly when you do so irregularly.
My agency is NAPTIP, and one of the issues we talk about is smuggling of migrants. So when it becomes an offense, like illegal entry of persons, is when most of the times in relation to smuggling of migrants, they come with their consent, they meet someone at the border and say, please, I'm tired of Nigeria, I really need to leave this country this time, and let's have a negotiation. But then, on a general thing, anyone below the age of 18 by the law cannot give consent.
It amounts to a high level of ingratitude to subject to yourself to some of these rigors in search of greener pastures, because you may not be there to enjoy it, your family may not find out about you, they may not know anything about you, yet you are going for greener pastures.
Because traffickers are very dynamic and they come up with new avenues to prey on victims. One of the ways they now use is through irregular migration. The fact that they are not aware. So they are telling them, okay, you're earning how much here as a hairdresser, you go over there, this is how much you're going to earn. And it sounds very interesting, really, because when you convert the money to Naira, you're automatically a millionaire after 1 month. And on their way going, that is when the perils of the journey begins to unfold gradually. I remember in 2021, I met a survivor and she said, they don't know the next destination at every point in time. They don't know what's the next phase. Imagine all the way from Edo. And then the next day she found herself in Sokoto. The next day they said they are flying, they got, so where is the airport? They said, oh, sorry, the contact, this is what happened. It was on getting to that desert, they now made it clear to her, this is it. And then exploitation begins. At that point, human trafficking has come in.
No, migration is broad. When you're talking of trafficking, it's like they have said, it's a thin line between trafficking in person and smuggling of migrants. What starts as trafficking in person might likely end up as migrant smuggling, where they see that they can no longer, of course, I'll come to that. And what sometimes starts as migrant smuggling do end up as trafficking in person.
The one-day workshop will now be an annual event for the Migrant and Refugee Unit of the Church and Society Department of Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria.
Today is the International Day for Migrants, and we are celebrating and marking this day at the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria in collaboration with the Refugee and Migrants Unit of the Catholic Secretariat. The theme of this year's International Day of Migrants, of course, is honoring the contribution of migrants and respecting their rights. So we want to honor their contributions because there's a lot of remittance into the country from those who have migrated, or those who have gone through the regular routes, and we need to honor their contributions. And also, we want to respect the rights of migrants because there's a lot of migrants whose rights have been trampled upon, and it is not wonderful. So on this day, we just want to raise that awareness that migration is a human right. Migration is normal. It is not something that is wrong. But we want to advise the populace to migrate in a regular way.
In Abuja, Tony Abba, CTV News.